Man, the New York Giants, Jaxson Dart, Scatterboo, all those guys, bro. 34-17. Hell of a win against Philly. Hell of a win against my Birds, man. I mean, just right off the first snap, you could just tell that the energy was on their side, and it stayed on their side for 4 quarters. I mean, dude, I was overly impressed with this New York Giants team, right? You're going up against the Super Bowl champs from last year, right? Philadelphia Eagles within your division. And, you're going into this with Jaxson Dart, your rookie quarterback, and to come out with a win like they did, as dominant as they did, dude, you got to be so encouraged. So encouraged. Like, what did he go for tonight, dude? Let's just see. What did Jaxson Dart go for? 17, 25, 195 yards, 68 completion, 1 touchdown. Like, dude, he looked good. And I mean, you guys saw it. Like, there was a point where there was the whole debacle with him and like the concussion. Is he come back in or not? You say Brian Daboll just like going crazy. And I mean, as he should, as a coach, I get it, right? That guy's keeping up your energy for your team. Like, what's going on there? What's going on there? I need my guy back in. But dude, you saw Russ went in there, threw 1 pass, incompletion, 4th and 8, and those New York Giants fans have had fucking enough of Russell Wilson. And this kid Jaxson Dart, man, it's something that I called like weeks ago, more than a month ago. I was like, that kid just brings some like swagger and attitude to your team. So I'd hope they start him. They've started him in these last, what is it, like 3 or 4 games? I'm forgetting. Sorry. But yeah, you can just tell that there's a lot of energy there. And even some of these losses they've had, you can still kind of just see that there's upside with Jaxson. And I mean, man, he had the Eagles like on the brink, bro. Like they couldn't even contain him. And I know Jaxson Dart's he's a solid runner, but I was like, God damn, like he's looking like a mobile quarterback, like a goddamn track star out there, dude. Like he was cutting freaking people up and whatnot, dude. I was like, holy shit. And it was all night. And then the run game was there just all night. Like they were eating Philadelphia's defense up. And it started off with that first deep pass, right, on that right side. And then the rest of the game just kind of was working in their favor. Really overly impressed with the New York Giants, dude. I mean, I am. Like, I said it. That kid brings so much swagger to New York. And just when he came back in off of the injury, like, you just saw them, like, cheering, going crazy. Good night, man. Good night. And that defensive line, I mean, there were some plays where Philly's offensive line was kind of holding up, but there were also plays where you could kind of see their star guys in Burns and Carter. Like, you could kind of see them kind of giving that offensive line of the Eagles the work. At times, I thought it was, like, pretty even. But, at times Jalen can kind of hold on to the ball for a little bit too long, and they were getting there. But no, dude, really, really impressed with the Giants. And I really do think that they have something special here in Jaxson Dart. I really do. And, dude, I've been waiting for this from the New York Giants. They're just such a boring team, right? They've just been, like, ass for so many years. And I've just been waiting, dude. Like, even a Philly fan, I'm like, I want to see the NFC East be highly competitive, right? And you saw what happened tonight. I mean, this is huge. They beat the Chargers. They beat the Eagles. 2 massive wins against 2 teams who people view as potential Super Bowl teams, right? So this is big. This is big. And this is huge for Brian Daboll, too. I mean, coming in, right before they benched Jaxson, we were talking about the hot seat with Brian Daboll. But the win over the Chargers, the win over the Eagles, there may be something there, bro. There may be something there. And, it's buying Brian Daboll time. It's really buying him time with New York, especially with the young quarterback. And we'll see if this thing works out. But, I mean, right off of this, man, like, shit's looking pretty lit. Then you hop on the other side, dude. In Philly, like, coming into this, all the talk with just all the things going on. I thought their offense came out really well in the first half, even though the defense wasn't getting stops. But this is just something that we've been seeing in, the course of the season. They get hot for a half and then they just fizzle out. The second half of them is it just doesn't look good. It just doesn't look good. Like, they really need to figure this out. And I know coming into this, they came in with a couple injuries here and there. Quinyon went out. You know, Jalen Carter, he just showed up on the injury report. He didn't even play. Those are two huge guys, but this team has enough players to go up against the New York Giants, right? Like, this New York Giants team, I don't think they're below the Eagles by any means, but if, you know, like most fans would be like, okay, well, the Eagles have a better roster, but they fucking didn't play like it today. And this is just a thing with them, dude. The second half of the offense with Patullo, you got Jalen out there throwing interceptions, something that he doesn't really do. Threw a bad interception on the comeback with that Giants DB. Giants DB damn near took it for 6. And yeah, man. And I feel like AJ Brown was like open on that pass too. So that just lets me know, I'm like, dude, the vibes are already out. I'm like, if Jalen ain't on point, then that team, they're not winning. The run game just hasn't been there. And it was solid tonight, but you saw later on it just really started to like 1-2 yards, negative yards. Like, they really need to figure this offense out. And coming into this game, the offense was the talk, right? But then you saw their defense take a big step back. And their defense in the run game, it was horrible. I'm sure Jalen Carter not being there plays factor, but they still have depth on that D-line. Like, they still have solid depth. I don't think it's overly great or good or anything, but they got some guys, right? They just couldn't stop it. They couldn't stop it. And Jaxson Dart in that offense, they took advantage of that Philadelphia D-line and those linebackers. Like, in the run game, even when Jaxson Dart ran, I mean, I see him shake up Zach Bond to get into the end zone for that first big run. Like, they were making Philly's defense look bad. And then those corners for Philadelphia, you know, Brian Daboll and the whole offensive coaching staff, really smart to go after Keely Ringo and Adoree Jackson, right? You already got Quinyon Mitchell out, throw to those guys. And you'd see it. It'd be like a 3rd and 8. It'd be like, oh, that corner sacked off 10 yards. Let me throw this slant underneath. And it happened. And just Vic Fangio, dude, his defense just had a bad night. The Eagles' offense and defense both had a bad night. Up to this point, we've just been talking about the offense, right? And the defense is good. They may not have the best statistical, you know, on everything, but they're like a good unit. But tonight, they looked like shit. So, man, Philadelphia, they really need to figure this out. And right now, they just can't really find any rhythm. But, you know, you got one team people like view highly regarded, right, as a team that should be in the playoffs, maybe Super Bowl. I don't know. Eagles aren't the best in the NFC, I'll tell you that much. But yeah, and then you have the Giants, who are this young team just looking for some hope. And they came out and whooped some ass, dude. And credit to the New York Giants. Happy for their fans. I'm happy for New York Giants fans because they've been suffering for years. Like, it just is what it is, bro. Like, they've been suffering. And Jaxson Dart, this kid gives you hope, man. He gives New York Giants, that whole fan base, and that team. You see that team jumping up on the sidelines. You see the defense going crazy on the sidelines. He gives them hope. And right now, it looks really good, man. Damn good game.